Hello Aries, thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Tarot Illuminati by Eric C. Dunn, Supportive Oracle Cards, Chakra Wisdom Oracle Cards by Tori Hartman, illustrated by Gretchen, and there's Gretchen's last name. Alright, that way if you want to find those creators, that's the information to find them. I'm going to do the tarot cards first this time. I had a couple fall out face down, so I'm curious where that's going. It's right kind of in the, well, almost the center. Alright, so when you're going into this situation, Aries, right? Yep. You have 4 cards. King of Pentacles, Emperor, Judgment, and 2 of Pentacles, which is a pretty strong hand, in my opinion. King of Pentacles, right there. Emperor, which is also, that can have an earth feel for it to me, too. Judgment, and 2 of Pentacles. Now, going into this, I feel like you're in command. There's no way you're not. Whatever, if this reading is hitting for you, you're in command. You know what you're going to do. You're calling the shots with whatever you need to get done. You have a lot of power here with these 2 cards here. The Pentacles, King of Pentacles, and the Emperor. And don't get caught up in the gender, but this is like you know what you're going to do. You have it in line, and you're like, that's how it's going to go. And you're very strict on it. Like, this is how it's going to go. This is how I need it to go. I'm not looking to bend or negotiate about it. With the Judgment and the 2 of Pentacles here is telling me whatever choice you decide, however you decide to get this started, whatever you're choosing to do, Judgment seems to be in your favor. Even though it's the 2 of Pentacles, I feel like you're the one choosing is what that's trying to say. You got the 2 of Pentacles saying you're choosing what to do and you're getting success and Judgment in your favor based on that choice because you're in command. People seem to be going along with this pretty easily. I'm getting acceptance in the environment. I'm also getting people trying to figure out how to make it happen, but also backing the situation at the same time. So whatever you're pushing forward, people are doing that. You also have balance and impartiality, which in this deck, they're very interesting to me. They both feel like balance to me. Even impartiality, the way that person's holding those paint buckets, it's kind of like, you know, whatever it has to be, it's what it has to be based on the truth. It feels more like that Judgment in your favor. Things are working out because I see that the decisions you're making, you realize that you can't get too far just making selfish decisions. You're not looking to anyway. But like you're realizing like if I want this to have longevity, I have to take care of the situation. I have to help the situation grow. I have to, you know, compensate people for what they do. I have to look out for others as well as I look out for myself. And it seems to like put things in line. You seem to be on base with it. Like you're aware. Like, you know, if I was in their shoes, this is what I would want. So let me make sure I put that over there so that way I can keep them here and keep this going well. You're handling it the best you can. People are going forward with this too. It seems like it's all on the level. I don't see any problems so far. 3 of Wands, the Hierophant. This is in the environment. People are going along, following the situation. Hierophant is telling me that they're following the rules. They're doing what they believe has to happen. They believe this is how you want it done. This is what needs to happen for it to go forward correctly. There's a lot of faith in it in the sense of like, as long as we do as we're told, it'll work out. That seems to be the odd feeling here. I think that's odd, but I don't think it's bad. As long as we do it the way we're supposed to do it, it should work out. Something like that. All right, so you keep going with this. As life does, it throws curveballs. It's not really a big shock. I don't think it'd be a big shock to you. That's the wheel coming in. The wheel is turning. You have creativity and that balance. That's release. So you're fixing the situation. You're letting go what's not working. That's the release. And you're being creative and keeping the situation going best you can. Now that the wheel is turned, there's a curveball came your way. Okay, this is what the plan was. This is how it was going fine. Curveball. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna move that here. I'm gonna get rid of that. Get rid of that. Those won't work anymore. Let's get these in here. Put these in that way. Okay, let's get the situation going again. Okay, so you handle it fairly quickly is also what I'm getting. There's not really a speed card there, but I feel like you pick it up pretty quick. Like, oh, curveball, hold on, curveball, broke a window. Okay, go shut that room first, then clean up the glass. See if you can block off that window, plastic, whatever you got. Put up a board if you got to. Where do we get more glass? Who knows how to deal with glass? Do we have any carpenters that can get rid of the old glass? Like, you're handling it, going right through. Handling it. Okay, that's up there. We don't have the same glass. What do we need? All right, do that. Well, that gets hit a lot. Do we have a thicker glass? You're going through the whole thing. Like, what do we need to do to make sure that doesn't happen again? Okay, so you're handling a situation is what I'm getting. And you're handling it and you're changing things. This is what pops up this is what fell out of the deck. The Star card and the Four of Wands. You handle this quickly. And you look at the situation kind of like what that window gets hit all the time. I mean, like every 4 months that window breaks? I didn't realize that. Okay, can we either get stronger glass or put something else there? Can we block that? Should we block the window? Like, can we put something in front of it so it can't get hit? Something? So you're handling it, trying to make it, like, if you can get bulletproof glass, which sounds like that would be expensive, but, like, if you're like, can we get something that won't shatter? Something else? Like, can we put, like, a piece of plexiglass there? That way we can just easily fix that without as much, worry. What do we need to do? People like the way that you changed it. People look at you with a lot of respect because you didn't just put things back exactly the way they were, because they keep breaking. Like, if that window breaks every 4 months, you're just kind of like, well, why would I do that again? Let me do something different so we don't have to keep fixing it. People respect that you're doing something different so it doesn't have to be constantly handled the same way. You got the Star card with the Four of Wands. People really respect that and are really bonded to you. They have a lot of, like, revere. I don't know if it's revere. Like, they have a lot of faith that when something goes wrong, not only are you going to be able to handle it, but you'll do your best to handle it in a way that will actually make the situation better going forward. You're not just going to pacify it and Band-Aid fix it. You're looking to actually fix it. There's this card coming into the environment, crossed. There's 2 crossed cards, which is very interesting. The High Priestess is crossed with the Eight of Wands, this is speed, but it's crossed. So I'm feeling like this person doesn't have a lot of time to deal with things. This is one of the people seeming to be impressed with the way you handled the situation. Whatever you're doing, whatever needs to be done, the fact that you got in there and improved the situation and just took care of it, one foot in front of the other, just got it done. This person doesn't have time to deal with this anyway. The fact that you did, this is somebody I feel like you very much won over. The next one is the King of Wands with the Sun card, and he's crossing the Sun card, which to me tells me that this person really doesn't care for you making those decisions like that. But the Sun card is saying it worked out perfectly and a lot of other people did. So this person, they don't like it that you made those decisions, but they can't buck against it. You need to be aware of that, because that's how it is right now. But if you at least are aware, they don't like it that you made decisions, because this is a person that they demand to be the one making the decisions. They don't like it when somebody else makes decisions that they feel they should be making. But it worked out very well, so they can't complain against it, and other people are giving praise. Other people like it. If you at least identify whoever this person is, it doesn't have to be a male, but I'm just saying, this person might be more of a thorn in your side going forward if you don't kind of cozy up to this one a little bit. Not too much, but, at least make it look like you're considering what they would want, and that their opinion matters to you, even if it really doesn't. But if you give that impression that it does, it could cool that off. Otherwise, you could have some roadblocks going down the future, just so you're aware of. Because I do see, like, going down through time, You got the Seven of Wands with the Temperance. This person, this King of Wands, could slow things up for you and cause you roadblocks and cause you stagnant issues. Things could go a lot slower for you if that person isn't more kindly to your energy. So if you're aware of that now, I don't think that has to be a big problem. But if you just kind of shrug it off and like, get over your attitude, they could seriously put roadblocks in front of you. They could slow things down. That's the Temperance. If you make them more of your ally, then you get more of the Seven of Wands feel. Like you got to kind of work to keep them an ally, but things go a lot easier. You have a more enjoyable success. You are going to go forward either way is what I'm getting with expansion. You will go forward. You will still have a degree of success, but it's how much you're going to enjoy it is what I'm getting. If you make this person more of an ally, you're going to enjoy it a lot more. It's important. You got to do what you think is right, but that's what I'm feeling. There's more situations coming forward. There's a lot of these weird curveball things going on, which makes me question, why are there so many curveballs going on here? There's a lot of success with the Six of Wands, but there's people in the environment also questioning, why are all these curveballs happening? Because there's other things happening to you that you're like, what is the deal? Why do the window last week, this big drain problem over here this week, and now I have to like get in there and find out what's wrong and have some things replaced and repaired there. Okay, and now the week after that, like, this door has been unhinged. How did that door get unhinged? What are people doing? Like, it's making you wonder with the Five of Coins, like, is there something going on here that I don't know about? Is there a problem here? Or do we have vandals? What's the issue? Other people are wondering it too. There's something going on behind the scenes. The wisdom here, the wisdom card is telling me there's like a problem. There's like a troublemaker. There's something is wrong. It's like these things at first don't seem like they're that bad. They're just kind of like rare instances. But I'm feeling like there's a common denominator to these problems. The wisdom card is telling me you're not the only one wondering what's the problem. Other people don't know why these things keep happening. And I feel like you're looking at it like, well, how can they not know? How can they not know? They don't. And they're also kind of like, how come this keeps happening to the Aries? And so don't you. There's a problem. There's a common denominator. When you start having multiple problems, you might want to, even if you're in the beginning of this, write down as much as you know about this problem, where it came from, how it happened, people involved, people in that area, and just keep a running list and try to look at the common denominators of people who keep showing up. Because you might find out that somebody's like a vandal or something. I'm getting like a vandal in this situation. If it's not something like that, there's a problem. There might be a gossip or somebody who's causing constant problems. There's a problem. And this person is trying to be a problem for you because they don't like you. Currently, you're the one they don't like. But it switches. You're just the current one they don't like. But I'm getting there's a problem here. Keep a lookout for the problem. That's what I'm getting. Because you do have success here at the end. You do. Six of Wands. There is success leading out of this, but somebody's a troublemaker. Who is that? Who's creating the problems? That's what you got to find out. I feel like that's what this whole reading is highlighting. Like, be aware of the troublemaker, because that's what you need to sniff out so you can nip that in the bud. All right. I'm going to shut this down here. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.